Amanda Peterson was born on July 8, 1971 in Greeley, Colorado. Her birth name was Phyllis Amanda Peterson. She's known for being an actress. She was a natural beauty whose smile lit up the room. She started acting at age 7 in the stage production of The Sound of Music. She was in over 50 TV commercials. When she was 11, she got a small role in the 1982 musical called Annie. She beat out 8,000 other girls who auditioned for that part. She was in several TV shows including Silver Spoons and Doogie Howser MD. Her breakthrough role was in the 1987 movie called Can't Buy Me Love. She continued acting in movies and TV shows until 1994 when she decided to leave the entertainment business. She was sexually assaulted at age 15 and didn't tell anyone for a long time. People who knew her noticed a change in her. She started using drugs. She was married twice and had 2 children. Her life spiraled out of control and she was arrested 5 times for assault, harassment, DUI, possession of drug paraphernalia, and suspicion of distributing a Schedule II controlled substance. She died in 2015 from a morphine overdose. She was 43 years old. Chris Farley was born on February 15, 1964 in Madison, Wisconsin. He was a great comedic actor. He graduated from Marquette University in 1986 with a double major in communications and theater. He eventually started doing improvisational comedy in Chicago at Second City Theater. He was a big boy. He used his weight to his advantage with his physical comedy. Even though he didn't look the part, and he wasn't svelte, and he didn't look comfortable on camera, we still loved him. He went to rehab many times for his various addictions, including drugs, food, and alcohol. Chris said he wanted to live a fast life and die young. He was a cast member of Saturday Night Live from 1990 to 1995. He had many memorable characters and performances. My favorite was Matt Foley, the motivational speaker. Remember when he interviewed Paul McCartney? That was pretty cool. Some of the movies he appeared in were Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, Wayne's World, Coneheads, Airheads, Beverly Hills Ninja, and Dirty Work, just to name a few. He was supposed to star in The Cable Guy instead of Jim Carrey, but there were scheduling conflicts. He never married and had no children. In December of 1997, he died just like his idol John Belushi from a speedball, which is a mixture of 2 strong drugs like cocaine and morphine. His advanced atherosclerosis, or hardening of the arteries, was a contributing factor. His best friend David Spade was too distraught to attend the funeral. Chris was 33 years old. Heath Ledger was born on April 4, 1979 in Perth, Western Australia. He was a great actor. He won an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for his role of the Joker in the 2008 film called The Dark Knight. He was the first actor to win an Oscar for a role in a superhero film. It was released 6 months after his death. He hoped to portray the Joker as a psychopathic, mass-murdering, schizophrenic clown with zero empathy. Mission accomplished. He had many roles on Australian TV, and his first movie was called Black Rock. He moved to the US in 1998 to further his career, with movies such as 10 Things I Hate About You, The Patriot, Brokeback Mountain, The Brothers Grimm, Monsters Ball, Lords of Dogtown, and A Knight's Tale. He was on his way to a stellar career. He didn't want to be typecast, so he took a lot of chances with the roles he played. He wanted to become a film director, and he directed a few music videos. He was an avid chess player. He had a daughter with actress Michelle Williams in 2005, and he never married. He dated many beautiful women including Heather Graham, Naomi Watts, Gemma Ward, and Helena Christensen. He died in 2008 from a prescription drug overdose. He had oxycodone, hydrocodone, diazepam, temazepam, Xanax, and doxylamine in his system. He was 28 years old. John Belushi was born on January 24, 1949 in Chicago, Illinois. He was a comedian, an actor, and a musician. His parents were Albanian. His younger brother Jim is also an actor. He was a great athlete in high school. His drama teacher convinced John to pursue acting instead of football. He attended a couple of different colleges before taking acting seriously. He was one of the original members of Saturday Night Live. John was a standout member with his manic, over-the-top performances. In 1971, he joined the Second City comedy troupe. In 1972, he moved to New York and started working for the National Lampoon Radio Hour. After joining Saturday Night Live in 1975, he became a drug addict. He acted in a couple of different movies before landing the role of John Blutarsky in National Lampoon's Animal House in 1978. It's one of the most profitable movies ever. The 1980 movie The Blues Brothers was also a hit. Some of his other films included Neighbors, 1941, Going South, Continental Divide, and Old Boyfriends. He was married once to his high school sweetheart and had no children. He died in 1982 from a drug overdose. It was a speedball, which is a combination of cocaine and heroin. A drug dealer named Kathy Smith admitted to shooting him up at the Chateau Marmont Hotel in West Hollywood. She spent 3 years in prison. John was 33 years old. Judy Garland was born on June 10, 1922 in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Her birth name was Frances Ethel Gum. She was an actress, a singer, and a dancer. She won many awards, including 2 Grammys, a Golden Globe, a Tony Award, and a Juvenile Oscar. She also received the Cecil B. DeMille Award in 1962. She appeared in more than 30 movies. Her mother pushed her 3 daughters into singing and acting. Judy was the youngest. At 13 years old, she signed with MGM and the studio changed her name. Her father died shortly after from meningitis. She will always be remembered for her iconic role of Dorothy in the classic 1939 movie called The Wizard of Oz. She was 16 years old when they started filming. She became a bona fide star. Let me know how many times you think you've seen the movie. I'd say I've seen it at least 35 times. The CEO of MGM called her a fat little pig with pigtails. They gave her diet and sleeping pills. This jump-started her various addictions. Of course, the studio denied it and blamed her parents. Another director called her an ugly duckling. Some of her other films included Meet Me in St. Louis, Ziegfeld Girl, The Pirate, Easter Parade, A Star is Born, Girl Crazy, and Strike Up the Band, among many others. She was hired to be in the film called Valley of the Dolls, but she was fired after 1 day of filming. She dated Frank Sinatra, Orson Welles, and Yul Brynner. Between nervous breakdowns, financial struggles, failed relationships, and her career slowing down, she attempted to end her life many times. She released 11 studio albums and toured a lot. She was depressed and turned to alcohol and drugs. She hosted her own TV show on CBS called The Judy Garland Show starting in 1963. It only lasted 1 season. She was married 5 times and had 3 children. Her daughter Liza Minnelli became world famous. Judy died in 1969 from an accidental barbiturate overdose. She was 47 years old. Matthew Perry was born on August 19, 1969 in Williamstown, Massachusetts. He was an actor, an author, a producer, and a director. His mom was a Canadian journalist, and his dad was an actor from the US. Matthew was a talented tennis player while growing up. At age 15, he moved from Canada to Los Angeles and started studying acting. Some of the TV shows he appeared in were Boys Will Be Boys, Ally McBeal, The West Wing, Silver Spoons, The Simpsons, Who's the Boss, Growing Pains, and Beverly Hills 90210, just to name a few. His life changed when he joined the cast of Friends from 1994 to 2004. He played the sarcastic Chandler Bing and won a Screen Actors Guild Award. There was a time when he was making $1 million an episode. Some of the films he appeared in were The Whole 9 Yards, Fools Rush In, 3 to Tango, She's Out of Control, and 17 Again. He also started directing TV shows like Scrubs. He dated some famous women including Yasmine Bleeth, Neve Campbell, and Julia Roberts. He was childhood friends with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. He was in a coma for 2 weeks after his colon burst in 2018 from heavy drug use. His weight fluctuated over the years from his various addictions. He went to rehab multiple times. I read that he spent millions of dollars trying to get sober. He released his memoir in 2022 called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. He was worth around $120 million at the time of his death. He never married and had no children. He had coronary artery disease. He died in October of 2023 from a drug overdose, specifically ketamine. It was originally reported as a drowning. He had a medication in his system used to treat opioid use. He was 54 years old.